What we actually wanted to really address on this podcast was women. A lot of my followers, they follow me because they want to see me chat to women and get inspiration from how to actually talk to girls. So today I think we're just going to address just different aspects of dating girls, their mindset, from what we've learned over our years of experience with them, okay? I've written down a few questions, Hassan's got them as well, just so that we cover them all, okay? I want to start with the main advantage that women have over men, because guys overlook this massively, okay? In game, they overlook this hugely. You've got to imagine, okay? Go back to school, or if you're in school right now, picture your position. You've got girls who are 13, 14, I think that's year 8, year 9. They're getting hit on by the guys who are 16, 17, 15, 28, if you're Jimmy Savile. But you know what I mean? A few years older than them. There are always guys hitting on the younger girls. The prettiest girls in that age group get attention from young. So they know how guys are moving to them. These guys are a few years older and they're coming with more confidence. So when these girls get to sort of 15, 16, 17, when maybe you're at the age now where you're trying to find girls and whatever, you've gone through puberty, if you come to these girls in an unconfident manner and you're putting them on a pedestal when you approach them, these girls are already used to being approached by fucking tens or hundreds of guys. So you're already at a disadvantage because they have been gaming since they've been 13, 14, whereas you haven't. What's your opinion on that?
100%, bro. I agree. Whatever you put on a pedestal in life, it's going to be out of your reach. You're not going to get it right. No matter who you're talking to. If you talk to a homeless person on the street and you're almost nervous talking to them, they're going to think they're higher value than you, and it's a homeless person. Whoever you talk to in life, it's all about how you carry yourself, right? All business negotiation is about how you carry yourself. When I first met you, I carried myself well. When you meet all your connections, you carry yourself well. Everything's about how you carry yourself, especially with girls, because it's in their subconscious nature to think, am I better than this guy or am I worse than this guy? And girls want to be with guys that they respect. That's the whole game in a nutshell, right? So if you're going there super nervous, they're going to be like, all right, this guy's never spoken to a girl as pretty as me. That's the whole game, in my opinion. But yeah, that ties in with all relationships in general, not just women.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Guys are always getting nervous when approaching girls, and it's because they're not used to it. I've said before, we live in a massively internet generation where guys are used to texting, swiping right on Tinder, or wanking over porn. When it comes to real life, it is a lot different than this, okay? Also, going into a situation, I think, overthinking it. Okay, overthinking, does the girl like me? Does the girl not like me? This indecision will show in the mannerisms that you have when you're talking to her. You want to be talking to her with confidence, conviction, and just go up to her and aim to just have a chat with her, okay? Guys that go in and they show their card straight away, they approach the situation, they're like, hi, you're really pretty, can I have your number? Why is a girl going to say, yeah, okay? What type of game is that? It's awful game.
It's because they want too much out of the situation. They're expecting something already.
They're coming in trying to extract, like we said before. Yeah, they're trying to extract straight away, but that also goes further than that. I think going up to a girl and just saying, oh, look, like, can I get your number? You're really pretty. Number one, it's cringe and nerdy, but number two, it shows you're way too keen in that situation. And someone who's of high value, a guy who's of high value, has a lot of options, and so doesn't need to be desperate over one. So if you're being desperate over a girl in that manner, it just shows you're not high value, which will put them off you even more.
Also, if you're getting nervous over a phone number, right, you clearly haven't got much going for you in life, because your life should be so stressful with business, with other things, with other relationships with your boys, where that number means nothing to you. If that whole one phone number, that whole conversation, that whole interaction is make or break for you, and the rest of the day you're going to be overthinking it, sweating it, you're clearly a low value dude and you're a bitch, right? And no girl wants a bitch. So that's my opinion on it.
I think when you're talking to girls and you're approaching girls, we will get girls on the podcast in the future, actually, because we can ask them this. But I know it through a lot of experience, right? Is you just want to approach them on a conversation vibe. You just want to ask them how they are and what they're doing, whatever, where they're from. Just approach them on a relaxed vibe. You're not trying to get anything out of them instantly, okay? This will make them think, oh, like, this guy's coming on a calm manner. Who is he? They might start asking you questions. They might start thinking in their head, because you're not going in straight for their phone number, they might actually start thinking, why does this guy not want my phone number? Why is he not asking me? Why is he not coming on such a sexual vibe? Because guys are so... They just think with their dicks. They're going straight in and going on a horny vibe. That puts girls off.
You could be the richest person she's ever spoken to in her mind. You could be the most famous person in the world. If you go casually, she's gonna want to know who you are, right? Whereas if you're too keen to introduce yourself, everything in life is just about frame, right? People overuse this word frame, but it's so true. If you're acting like the B-side, then technically you are the B-side. You could be the most famous person. You could be Elon Musk, right? if you're acting super nervous when you're talking to a girl, if imagine Elon Musk approached a girl and he was super, super nervous.
Yeah.
To a degree, that girl is higher value than him. Because why is he coming like he's the B-side? You know, so...
Yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree, yeah.
And if you're pitching a business idea to someone, no matter how good the business idea is, if you're so nervous and you're stuttering every single word, they're going to think the business can't be that good. Maybe it's a scam. Maybe it's a lie.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, I'm not hearing something correctly. Yeah. Everything's about how you carry yourself and how you sound. So when you guys are trying to get anything in life, not just women, I don't want this whole podcast to be about women, but just anything you guys want in general, how you carry yourself is number one.
I completely agree.
If you see yourself as the king, Conor McGregor said it, if you see yourself as the king, that's what you are. We saw ourselves constantly as two self-made multi-millionaires since we were young, and that's what we are now. Easy as fuck, bro.
Completely agree. If you are oozing with confidence when you're approaching a girl, they will love it, okay? And the way that you do this is to actually find inner confidence. How do you do that? You become a high value man. So instead of just looking online about, I don't know, books on game, we'll get onto this in a second, but looking at other guys, how do I drop game? How do I do this? How do I chat to women? Just become confident in yourself, and you do that by going to the gym, earning money, talking to people, random people, guys and girls, learning how to interact, learning the English language, learning how to speak. These are all skills that will translate in your confidence when you're talking to someone. Okay, so a lot of guys, they're quick to go look online, search how do I talk to girls, how do I drop game, even reading books. What's your opinion on reading books on game?
Yeah, I think it's nerdy for sure. I mean, I understand why people do it. Everyone searched certain things online when they were younger. It's just at a certain point in life, you got to understand that experience trumps everything. You learn so much more from one date with one girl than from all the books in the world. Because books are theory, but life isn't theory. Life is reality. Life is actual practical stuff. It's like in school in science, right? In chemistry or something, or physics, when you do the actual experiments. It's different than what you sometimes think it's going to be.
Exactly.
Because you might fuck it up.
Yeah.
The same thing in life. In your head, you might think, okay, I do this, then this, and then this. But in real life, you realize, okay, that didn't work. I fucked it. So
that's a perfect explanation, and I'm just going to shorten that. If you're reading books on how to drop game, you're a cringy, nerdy fuck, and you need to do something else. Okay, that is my conclusion.
It's because you're trying to actually avoid going out and doing it yourself.
Yeah.
Right? That's completely it.
Yeah.
It's like when I first started the gym, I remember reading so much online, I should have just got in the gym.
Yeah, exactly. People think too much. They want to do too much theory around things that literally just involve practice. Practice makes perfect. Talking to girls, I probably spoke to thousands of girls, right, in my time. Okay, I was chatting to 50 girls a day, every day, all summer, on live stream. Okay, that is how I grew my audience. And of course, people seem to think that just because I'm good looking, rich, big, confident, whatever, that I don't get slightly nervous when I'm talking to a girl or about to go and do it. Obviously, there's a little bit of a, oh shit, this girl's fit, but I just go straight in. I block it out and go straight in and just think, do you know what? This girl fancies me. If not, it's her loss. That's literally how I viewed it. But I remember first, when I was like 19, 2 or 3 years ago, when I went out to Marbella and I first started doing it and I saw the fittest girls I'd ever seen in my life. I didn't see these girls walking around when I was doing it in Birmingham and London and this. I did actually feel a little bit nervous, but I fronted it.
What would you say to the people who feel nervous?
You just got to put on a front. That's literally what I was doing it. Number one, I was on live stream as well. Imagine that. I wasn't just doing it and no one else would see. I was doing it for thousands of people. So I was feeling nervous and nervous because people were watching me. But you just got to front it. If you're feeling nervous, just do it. Okay, if you start just not even, as soon as you see a fit girl, after this podcast, if you see a fit girl walking down the street, promise yourself now that you're just going to go and start chatting to her. If you go up to her and you completely fumble it, you go, and you don't know what to say, that is better than the indecision of you standing there thinking, oh, do I do it, do I not, and not doing it. Once you start doing it, and you do that 10 times, then the 11th time you'll be able to speak, you'll be able to get their name. Okay, that's on the slowest of examples, but I think first, second, third time, you start thinking, fuck, this is a lot easier than it is. And you know, guys, it is so much easier than you think it is to pick up women, and I'll tell you why. Because 99% of guys, just like 99% of guys will never get rich, 99% of guys will not go up and talk to girls, especially with confidence. So if you listen to what we're telling you right now and you actually apply it in the real world, you will actually find that your fucking success rate is high. Whether or not you're good looking, ugly, whatever, if you can carry yourself good personality, you're funny, you can get it done.
Why do you think people get nervous? Because in my opinion, it's all because everyone overthinks the situation, and also people don't understand what the worst case scenario is. I say this all the time, even in business. What's the worst case scenario if you start the business, you lose all your money? Same thing with the girl. Worst case scenario when you're doing those lives, the worst case scenario is it got clipped, millions of people saw it, a bunch of idiots in the comments, a bunch of people with no girlfriend themselves saying, yo bro, this is cringy.
Yeah.
And what does the word cringy even mean? It means nothing. When I got kicked out of uni, so many people told me like, yo bro, you fucked up your life. And it's like, now we just sat on a jet for 1 hour, 15 G's. You know? Same thing with girls. When you talk to girls,